All right, what's up, YouTube? Okay, look, check it out. Look, today I wanna clear the air. All right, I want to set the record straight, and I want to talk about a couple of things and boxing related, of course. I mean, it's basically the Canelo Golovkin thing, the channel, the state of boxing media. Just a couple of things that I really want to get out there. First of all, number one, I mean, there's actually two things that to me are priority numero uno, number one, that to me are most important above all. Number one, I stand by everything I said in my video, in my previous, Gennady Golovkin and Canelo video. Look, if you go back and listen to what I said, I mean, literally everything I said came true except for the knockout. And we have these people, these trolls, whatever you want to call them, flocking to the channel. One guy talking about, you sold people a bunch of gold dust and, got it wrong. Well, it's like, no, no, no. I mean, you need to go back and listen to what I told you. I mean, I made videos talking about how Canelo can beat Golovkin. I made videos talking about the first 4 rounds of the fight that played out exactly like I predicted. Okay, and I said the only way, the only way Canelo has a shot is if there's some kind of corruption or some kind of bullshit, and that's exactly what happened. I said they built up a 6-round fighter. I said he's going to go to the ropes. I said he's going to gas out. I said he's too small. He's too short. I said Golovkin's going to work behind the jab. I said Canelo's going to fight in these little flashy, little bursts or whatever. Okay, and again, I don't hear these Canelo fans. I don't hear them talking about, where's the we don't fuck around in Mexico. Where's the come forward Canelo, right? That's going to walk through Golovkin, that's going to knock him out. We're getting on TMZ guaranteeing a knockout. Walking around like a little smug, arrogant asshole. Where's that Canelo? Because the Canelo that I saw was some little dude that was just running around the ring for dear life. I mean, he came out, and I even said, look, he's going to come out. And by the way, here's me the day after the fight. Do I look shaken? Do I look worried? Enjoying a beautiful day in the sun, cruising around, listening to music. Actually, what I do is I listen to YouTube through my radio or my stereo in my car. I mean, do I look worried to you? No, I'm not. I'm not. In fact, I'm enjoying this channel to the fullest. I got my Muhammad Ali shirt on there. Everything's good. Life is good. Okay, so like I said, I want to address these people. If they want to fire off questions, well, I have questions for you. Number one, where was that Canelo that's going to come forward and plant his foot in the middle of the ring and he's going to be a brick wall and, blah, blah. Where he didn't show up. The truth is, Canelo didn't show up for the fight, okay? He looked like a guy, almost like a Mayweather. It reminded me of Mayweather-Pacquiao, if you go back, except I think Gennady Golovkin did way better than Pacquiao did against Mayweather. But it reminded me of a Mayweather-Pacquiao where you have one guy that's incredibly uncomfortable, and he doesn't want to be there. You can tell he's basically, forced to be there, and he's there because of the money and because, he was pushed into a corner. And you have another guy that genuinely wants to be there. Okay, that's what I saw. Okay, now, I said, I scored it 8 rounds to 4. That's being generous, okay? Now, if you really want to break it down to the 4 categories of judging a fight, I would say maybe 3-9, 2-8, or I'm sorry, 2-10. Basically Canelo winning 2, Golovkin winning 10, or maybe 9-3, that kind of thing. 8-4, like I said, 8-4 was being generous, okay? But my real score, if you really want to know, I gave Canelo 2 rounds. 3, like I said, 3 if I'm being generous. But I put out a score of 8-4 just because I didn't want to hear any shit out of people. But look, that's how I saw it. I went back, turned the volume off, watched it again, and that's what I saw. Okay. Like I said, I saw a Canelo that was afraid to engage, fighting on the back foot, and I've never seen another boxer run like that since Mayweather-Pacquiao. Or, Mayweather, period, right? I mean, so yeah, I mean, you know, and here's the thing, I don't hear any of these people, you know, defending Canelo. All I hear them saying it was a draw, you know, or Golovkin didn't do what he should have done. Like, you know, like Golovkin he's held to this ridiculous standard, right? It's really unfair that he's held to such a high standard, but yet he's looked down upon, right? I mean, if you're looked down upon, how can you be held to a high standard at the same time, right? I mean, everything that comes out of these people's mouths, they just contradict themselves and they make fools out of themselves, especially in the comment section. And, you know, so I wanted to get on here and just address that I stand by everything I said. I got it right. And, you know, and something else. Someone tagged me earlier in a post, and they were talking about how, you know, basically you have these channels out there that are now, you know, really pushing for a draw, like, you know, the judges got it right, you know, kind of thing. But then, you know, he brought up the Thurman Porter fight, right? And basically, you know, he was saying that, you know, that fight was a lot closer than Golovkin Canelo. So Thurman Porter was a lot closer than Golovkin Canelo, but yet, you know, they want to call this fight a draw. You know, but in my opinion, well, I mean, really, in everyone's opinion, Golovkin beat Canelo, you know, worse than Thurman beat Porter, okay? But yet they call this fight a draw. You see, it's a double standard everywhere. It really is. And, you know, he brought up a great point when he tagged me in a post, basically. I went and read it. So it's in my group, Counterpunch Boxing. Go over there and check it out. You know, we break down the fight. We talk about the fight. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get on here and tell you that, look, I stand by everything I said. And here's the thing. Here's what they don't like. These guys, they hate that they finally have a channel that's intelligent, you know, that's an actual boxer, that knows his shit, you know, that's unshakable, unbreakable, outspoken, confident, and can get on here and tell you the truth. And I don't care about press credentials. I don't care about monetization. You know, I don't care about all the other bullshit these other guys care about. It's like these guys on YouTube, they're so afraid that their little reputation is going to get ruined or their monetization is going to get taken away. You know, it's like, look, if you're on YouTube for that, then you might as well completely sell out, okay? If you're on YouTube to make money, then fuck it, go for broke, man. Sell the fuck out, right? You know, just start hating on Golovkin and start, you know, whatever it is you do, whatever it is they do, just, you know, copy and repeat, you know, Pete and repeat, what the hell ever, you know? So that's the thing. That's what bothers these people, that there's a guy that came along that's honest, genuine, knowledgeable, outspoken, you know, and I do it in a way that really I base it on facts, okay? There's very little opinion in my argument. Maybe it's probably 80% facts, 20% opinion. And I don't mean to sound like an arrogant asshole here, but, you know, it's come to this. You know, it's come to this. And look, you know, I covered the fight from every angle. You know, I hypothetically talked about how Canelo beats Golovkin, the first 4 rounds, you know, the aftermath, like all possibilities. You know, I came up with top 10 videos, top 5, you know, top this. I mean, I covered it from A to Z. You know, and I constantly said the only way Canelo wins, the only way he wins is if there's some kind of fuckery going on or some kind of bullshit going on, like a 118, 110. And I think this draw, even the 114, I think that's ridiculous too. You know, I think actually, you know, it's shocking, and shockingly, the only one that got it right was Dave Moretti, 115, 113. In my opinion, he's the only one that got it right. You know, which I'm really shocked by that because, you know, so, you know, hats off to Dave Moretti. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's basically what I wanted to tell you guys. I mean, like I said, these other channels out here, you know, it's disgusting to listen to them and watch them. It really is. How, you know, they just basically shit all over Golovkin. I mean, I don't know how to candy coat it for you. It's what they do, and they do it to make money. They really do, and it's a shame. It's a shame. And then you have a channel like mine that, you know, I care about boxing. In fact, I care about you. I care. Even the people that hate on me and troll, you know, I understand. I've been there. You know, I've had that anger in my heart before. You know, I know. I get it. You know, I've been there. So, you know, I actually have compassion for those people too. The people that come onto my channel and want to hate on me and you know, talk shit, whatever it may be. You know, truthfully, at the end of the day, man, I have compassion for you and I care about you. And hopefully whatever's causing you to be that way, hopefully you can work it out. Because look, it's boxing, okay? This is not life or death. It's boxing. You know, we have guys that come onto the channel and man, they get really emotional. Like, this is like life or death, So, at the end of the day, man, we're all brothers. This is boxing, So, I'm gonna leave it at that. But I wanted to get on here and tell you guys, I stand by what I said. If you don't like the channel, you can unsubscribe. If you like it, sub. And that's another thing. How many times have you heard me pander to you to sub to the channel? How many times? Maybe 7 or 8 out of I've made like 400 videos, and I think I've said, hey, sub to the channel maybe like 8 or 9 times, because I don't really care about that. I like that people do it because it lets me know that people are watching. But other than that, that's my motivation right there. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I just I wanted to reach out to you guys, especially the guys that are in the comment section that are full of hate and things like that. What? Private message me. Maybe we can talk. Talk like normal human beings instead of this childish arguing. In the comment section. So I'm gonna leave that. What do you think, guys? Leave your comment below.